Hello everyone, I hope that you are well and staying safe at home during this time. What I thought I would do to try and help a few of you out is give you some ideas of how best to cope while staying at home during the coronavirus outbreak. So the first thing I need to talk to you about is the fact that I am not a human psychologist or counsellor. So this is just really hints and tips rather than professional medical advice in that sense. Okay, so if you need to talk to somebody that is a professional, please do contact them. There are many fabulous ones out there. In Devon, for example, there's the Devonshire counselling practice, run by a lovely lady called Jane, who can definitely help you out with any problems that you might be having. So do see her if you need to. Okay, so there is no right or wrong way to be dealing with what to do. There's not anything you can do right, there's not anything you can do wrong. It's all personal to you and your experiences and what you need to do to make yourself happy, and that's really important to remember. It's also really important at this time to be kind. And obviously I mean be kind to other people, so don't comment nasty things on people's posts if you don't agree with them. Just, use your own abilities to not read that post or unfollow that person if you feel you need to. It's also completely fine to tell your friends and family that you don't want them to talk to you about what's going on with the coronavirus if you find it too upsetting or too stressful. But just please remember that they may be reaching out to talk to you because you might be their only person. So if you don't want to talk to them about things like that and they've messaged you, perhaps just don't read the message and come back to it when you're in a better space of mind. Or if you feel that you do need to respond to that message because otherwise they're going to worry, then just say to them, look, I'm really sorry, I'm super busy at the second, I'll get back to you when I can, but I hope you're okay, just so you're keeping it nice and positive. But with kindness, it's so important to be kind to yourselves, and that's the main sort of point of this video that I'm making. So be kind to yourselves, help yourself cope. Feel your emotions. It's completely fine to have a bad day. Everyone has bad days, we're all human. I have days where I think, oh my God, I'm not coping, this is horrible, this is really stressful, and that's fine. Sit with those emotions, think, why am I struggling? What am I struggling with? And see if you can process it a little bit. It's really important to process that, okay, and sit with it for as long as you need to. But then the next day or in the next couple of hours, try and be really proactive about making yourself feel better. So if there's a problem, see if there's a way that you can fix it. And if you can't fix it right now, because perhaps it's financial and you can't afford that the second, then make a plan of how you're going to fix it in the future. Be proactive, give yourself things to do with it. Other ways of making yourself feel happy can be anything that brings you joy, okay, or anything that might make you feel better. So you could do your hair, you could make your hair nice, you could do your makeup, you could do your clothes, you could wear really lovely clothes, or you could wear clothes that are just really comfortable because that makes you feel good, okay? That's going to be really personal to you, what makes you feel good. Pamper yourself, have a nice long bath, have put on a great film, anything like that, just things that are going to make yourself feel good. For some people, it could be cooking. Some people love cooking. I hate cooking, but I love baking. So I've made a few cakes. I've done my hair and makeup, things like that. I mean, I spend 90% of my time outdoors with people and their animals. So to be indoors and not having my hair and makeup ruined is a bit of a novelty for me. So I'm monopolising that and doing my hair and makeup Monday to Friday. Okay. With that, it's also really important to consider routines. So for a lot of us, our routines have been thrown completely out the window with what's going on. So to give yourself some form of routine can be really helpful. For me, it's Monday to Friday, getting up at 8 o'clock every day, doing my hair and makeup, getting dressed, and then doing sort of things throughout the day. So if I was at work, so I've updated my website, I do the housework, I just do things that are busy. And then Saturday and Sunday, I don't bother with my hair and makeup, and I just have a really nice chill out time out in the garden, or just spend some time with my husband. So, I've got a kind of routine there with it. With anything, it's all in moderation. So exercise is super important, Okay, we're allowed to go out for exercise once a day at the minute. I do not mean you have to then go for a 20-mile hike or go down the gym by what I'm about to say next, okay? Exercise is anything that gets your heart rate up, gets your blood pumping, okay, and gets you moving. So that is simply a walk around the block, or maybe if you're doing a bit of a home gym, you could do a bit of running up and down the stairs, anything like that. Okay, but exercise is really important. It's really important because it releases endorphins in our body, okay? And those endorphins make us feel good. They lift our mood. Neurotransmitters such as serotonin and norepinephrine are also released during exercise. And these neurotransmitters help your body to better respond to stress, and they also make you feel good. Okay, so that's why exercise is important. It's important for our physical health, but it's also so important for our mental health, okay, because it makes us feel good. It releases chemicals in our own body that make us feel better. Okay, so if you're feeling a bit down, go for a walk, get outside, move about, dance in the living room if you want to. There's some great, videos you can follow on YouTube and on Facebook. I know that a lot of gyms and things have actually gone online with their videos, so you can still book to join a class or a session, and you can do it with an instructor there to help you. So, fantastic things we've got in this age. I've already mentioned about doing hobbies such as cooking or gardening or anything like that, but see if there's a project you can work on. Is there something that you've been maybe putting off that you can do? So it can be something really simple, like my mum bought me a sock monkey puppet thing for Christmas that you have to make, and I have not got around to doing it, so at some point I'll be doing that. So it can be a really easy little project. Another thing that I'm doing is we are currently moving some bits back in the garden, so doing a bit of gardening and getting outside. And getting outside is the next thing, because that is really important, okay? Go outside and enjoy the beautiful weather that we're having. And even if it's not brilliant sunshine, you will still be getting so much goodness from that sun, okay? So sunlight gives you your vitamin D for the day. Okay, you can also take supplements, but vitamin D from the sun is the best form of supplement you're going to get, okay? And that boosts your immune system, makes you feel better, makes you stronger, okay? We all need high immune systems right now, so go outside and enjoy that sun. The UV rays from sunlight as well can kill viruses. Okay, so another great reason to go outside. So the sun makes you feel good. Everyone feels good when it's nice and sunny. It gives you your immune boost that you need in your vitamin D. And those UV rays can actually help you stay safe and away from those viruses, because it destroys them on your clothing and hair and hands and whatever. You still have to wash your hands though, okay? So still keep doing that. It's just an added bonus that you can have. A really great way of giving yourself things to do is to sit down and write a list. I have seen some fantastic lists out there of, the most incredible things people are going to do. Try and keep it balanced. So try and have your list as a mixture of work and play, so jobs and fun. So it can be things like clean the house, and then the next one can be make a cake or play with your animals or whatever. Okay, so make a list and just write down absolutely everything you can think of. I've seen people that have said they're going to learn a new language, they're going to do stretches every day because they're trying to reach their splits goal or whatever, or they're going to do weights every day because they're trying to get muscly, or they're going to try all these new recipes in a cookbook they've never gone through. They're going to make a puzzle. I don't know, anything. It can be absolutely anything. It's really unique to you. So things that would make me happy might not make you happy. So don't just do the things I've said. Really think about what makes you feel good. It can be, do a painting, do a colouring book, anything like that at all. In this day and age, we are really fortunate that we can do video calls, we can do phone calls really, really easily. So make sure that even though we are in social isolation, you are still talking to your friends and family, especially ones that may be a little bit more isolated, okay? So pick up the phone, speak to your friends and family, make sure they're okay, but equally, make sure you're not bombarding people with phone calls, okay? Because that can be a bit intense as well. So make sure that if they don't answer, that, you wait for them to get back to you. Don't completely bombard them, because that's not fun for them either. They might be having lots of people call them. I've already spoken about the fact that if you need to talk to a counsellor, please do. Mental health is really, really important, especially now, okay? Most people really focus on being physically fit and healthy, but mentally fit and healthy is just as important. If you are in lockdown with your family or with a house of other people, it's also really important to remember to have some you time. Everyone needs me time every now and then, and that can be as simple as having half an hour in your room or in the bath or in the garden on your own, where you can read a book and just decompress. It can get a bit much sometimes being stuck with people continuously and not having that break. So in order to maintain really healthy relationships and try and minimize arguments, make sure you are respecting each other's space. And if somebody goes off to have their own time, or if you want to have your own time, just let it happen. It's absolutely fine to have your own time. And lastly, try and stay away from things that make you anxious, okay? And it's really important to identify what those things are. For me, for example, I find watching the news quite stressful sometimes, especially when they're talking about all the bad stuff that's going on. So as a rule, I don't really watch the news every single day. I watch maybe the Prime Minister's little speeches that he gives every day, but that's it, then I turn it off. So I get the facts I need, then I turn it off, because I find it too intense to watch. It doesn't mean I've cut myself off and don't know what's going on in the world. I'm just moderating it to maintain my own mental well-being. It can also be things like monitoring your time on social media. So it could be that you say, right, for an hour a day, I'm going to put my phone down and I'm not going to go on social media. Or it can be, I'm only going to go on social media for an hour a day. Okay, so it doesn't have to be a prescribed thing. It can be something that you work around yourself. Part of my business is that, I'm on Facebook a lot with Nature's Therapies, monitoring posts and putting posts up and talking to my clients. So I try and make sure that after 7 or 8 o'clock at night, I don't go on that, and I do put my phone down to make sure I have some time off. Otherwise it can get a bit intense. So stay away from things that make you feel anxious and really fill your time with things that you enjoy. And there's nothing wrong with sitting on the sofa and watching TV. That's completely fine too, okay? So stay safe. I hope this has been helpful and not too rambly. And I'll be popping a video up as well about how to help your animals cope during this time, which is a little bit more up my street. So I hope you'll join me for that. If you've enjoyed it, please subscribe below, and I shall see you in more future videos. So thank you very much. Bye.